I failed my family. I failed myself.
Listen to me, baby. Charles, listen to me. God loves you.
I just don't want to be a burden.
Listen, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be so hard on you.
I'm useless.
From hood to Hollywood, T.
We just getting started on our tour.
Run by colors, but the only color we see is green.
I'm about to be the Black Pablo Escobar.
BMF sent a message.
Who are you?
Where is BMickey?
Whoever did that.
BMickey is running out of time, and this time, it's not just Meech or Lamar he has to worry about. It's everybody. The walls are closing in, and episode 9 of BMF season 4 is looking like his final chapter. The trailer doesn't just hint, it screams danger. Lamar is back, and he's not playing games. Detective Bryant has made a discovery that changes everything. Meech and Terry are walking into the lion's den out in California, possibly into a gang war. The question is, who set them up? And more importantly, who gets hit? Because someone's going down, and it might be more than one. Let's be real, BMickey is done. Episode 9's title, Point of No Return, basically spells it out. There's no more hiding, no more sneaking around, no more half-baked plans. The trailer shows the storm coming straight for him, and honestly, it's long overdue. He's been playing every side, betraying Meech, trying to save himself, pretending to be in control. But now, the consequences are coming from all directions. You've got Lamar coming at him full force, and that alone is terrifying. Lamar is back in full psycho mode, and you know when he comes knocking, someone's bleeding. We see him pulling up on BMickey's wife demanding answers. That's already bad enough, but it gets worse. Detective Bryant, who's been silent for a while now, suddenly gets back in the game after examining Laz's body. Something clicks for him, a major discovery, and based on the trailer and the official episode description, he shifts his focus to someone new. All signs point to BMickey. That means Bryant is no longer interested in taking down Meech or Terry first. He wants BMickey, maybe for flipping, maybe for revenge, maybe for something bigger. Either way, that's just another person added to the growing list of enemies BMickey has. And let's not forget Meech and Terry. They haven't forgotten what he's done. They might not have caught him slipping yet, but they've got eyes everywhere. BMickey's time is running out, and fast. What makes it worse is how blind BMickey seems to be to the danger. His own wife warned him, told him to let things go, told him to focus on family, and stop poking the hornet's nest. But BMickey didn't listen. Now, he's about to lose everything. His safety, his family, and probably his life. When Lamar's involved, things rarely end peacefully. BMickey's been on the edge for a while, but in episode 9, it looks like he finally gets pushed over. The man's got Lamar, Meech, Terry, and Bryant coming for him. That's not a storm you survive, you get swept away. Meanwhile, let's talk about Lamar. We haven't seen enough of him this season, and fans have been asking, where is Lamar? Well, episode 9 answers that question loud and clear. He's back. He's angry, and he's out for revenge. He doesn't care about anything else. He wants BMickey's blood. And knowing Lamar, he's not coming with warnings. He's coming with action. The trailer shows him kicking in doors demanding answers, threatening BMickey's wife. This isn't build-up anymore. This is execution mode. If BMickey doesn't make a move fast, someone else is going to make one for him, and not in his favor. But here's where things get even messier. While all this chaos is happening back home, Meech and Terry are out in California, thinking they're expanding the empire. But what they're walking into might be more dangerous than anything they left behind. Out in California, Meech and Terry think they're building the next big chapter of BMF. But they might have just stepped into a setup that could destroy everything. The trailer makes one thing crystal clear. California isn't a vacation. It's a war zone. Meech and Terry flew across the country to expand their operations, connect with new partners, and tap into the West Coast money. Sounds good on paper? But let's be honest, Nothing ever goes smoothly for these two. The second they land, they're surrounded by gang members, and it looks like it's the Bloods. Now, this could go two ways. Either they come to some kind of truce and do business, or it spirals into a street-level nightmare. Knowing Meech, he's going to try and talk his way through it. That's his style. Cool, confident, calculating. He doesn't want a war, he wants money. But here's the thing, not everyone speaks that language. And in a city they don't control, with gangs that don't know or trust them, talk can only get you so far. This isn't Detroit, and in Cali, Meech and Terry are nobodies, outsiders in a territory full of wolves. And let's not ignore the sketchy timing. In the last episode, Meech was introduced to a local guy who was supposed to be their tour guide, a connect to the city. But who really is this guy? And why do things go south the second they show up? It's starting to feel like a setup. Maybe someone tipped off the Bloods, maybe someone wants Meech and Terry gone, or maybe the whole thing was a trap from the start. There's a moment in the trailer where Meech is arguing with Terry, and you can hear the frustration boiling over. Meech looks him dead in the face and says, "Are you with me or against me?" That line says it all. The tension between the brothers is hitting a dangerous level. Meech feels like someone inside the circle might have betrayed them, and Terry's not exactly being subtle either. He's got doubts, and he's not hiding them. This kind of split in their bond, it's exactly what their enemies want. But here's the catch. What if the setup wasn't external? What if it was internal? Terry's been on edge all season. He doesn't trust anyone, and deep down, you can tell he's tired. Tired of running, tired of the danger, tired of Meech's non-stop hunger for expansion. There's a possibility that Terry's hesitation could end up causing bigger problems. He's not the same guy from the early seasons. He's colder now, more distant. And when pressure builds like this, someone usually snaps. If Meech is right and someone close to them is playing both sides, episode 9 might be where the betrayal finally comes to light. At the same time, Meech is acting like he's invincible. He claims in the trailer that he's becoming the Black Pablo Escobar, which sounds bold. But honestly, it feels like he's losing touch. The way he's talking, the way he's moving, it's starting to look more like arrogance than confidence. And that's dangerous, especially in unfamiliar territory. Even though they're out partying, popping bottles, and talking to girls, it's just a distraction. The reality is, danger is lurking around every corner. And the moment they let their guard down, someone's going to strike. The trailer even shows an explosion. Somebody's car gets lit up. That ain't random. That's a warning, maybe even a hit. And while it's not clear who's behind it, the message is loud. You don't run this city. And if Meech and Terry keep acting like they do, they're going to pay for it. Whether it's the Bloods, a rival crew, or someone inside their own team, someone wants them out. And in California, that kind of threat doesn't come with a second chance. Meanwhile, back home, all this chaos is echoing louder. BMickey's world is crumbling. Lamar is hunting, Bryant is digging, and the streets are buzzing. But while everyone's focused on the big players, one storyline is slowly rising in the background, and it might just flip everything upside down. Everything we've seen in BMF Season 4 so far has been leading to this point. Episode 9, titled Point of No Return, doesn't just sound intense. It is intense. It's the moment where all the lies, betrayal, ambition, and bloodshed finally come crashing into each other. From the streets of Detroit to the clubs of California, no one is safe. BMickey is cornered, Lamar is back, Meech is walking into a trap, Terry is cracking under pressure, and the family is barely holding on. And now, the question that everyone's asking becomes the one thing no one wants to say out loud: who's not making it to the finale? Let's go back to BMickey, because if there's one character with a target on his back from every direction, it's him. We've seen him struggle to pick a side all season, trying to play both ends, acting like he's the smartest guy in the room. But episode 9 is where that ego gets shattered. You can only lie, cheat, and manipulate for so long before the consequences catch up. And that moment has arrived. We see him in the trailer, paranoid, scrambling, not in control anymore. Lamar is hunting him like an animal. His own home isn't safe, his wife is terrified, and rightfully so. And then you've got Detective Bryant, who's had enough of the games. He makes a discovery while examining Laz's body that completely changes his investigation. He's no longer focused on Meech or the Empire, he's zeroing in on BMickey. Why? Because he knows BMickey is the weakest link, the one most likely to crack, the one most likely to make a mistake. But even if BMickey wanted to flip or run or fight back, who does he go to? He's alienated Meech. Terry doesn't trust him. Lucille and Nicole want nothing to do with the chaos anymore. He's alone. That's why the title point of no return fits him perfectly. He's past that line. There's no redemption, no second chance, no fresh start. His story ends one way, and that's in blood. Whether it's at Lamar's hands or Meech's or even Bryant's trying to cover his own tracks, BMickey's days are numbered. And honestly, he brought this on himself. He chose this life. He turned on the ones who protected him. And now it's payback time. Now, on to Lamar. Fans have been asking all season, where's Lamar? And finally, Episode 9 brings him back into the spotlight. But this isn't the same Lamar we've seen before. This version is darker, more focused, more ruthless. He's not out here making noise for the sake of chaos. He's got a mission, and that mission is revenge. We see him confront BMickey's wife, demanding to know where he is. That scene alone sends chills down your spine. Because when Lamar's that calm, you know something violent is about to follow. And we haven't even seen the full scope of what he's planning. The trailer only gives us flashes, but if you read between the lines, it's clear. Lamar is about to tear through everything in his path, and BMickey is just the beginning. Don't forget, Lamar's still holding resentment toward Meech. That beef never truly died. And if BMickey's betrayal ties back to Meech in any way, Lamar will use that as fuel. So don't be surprised if he starts taking swings at the Empire itself. Now let's talk about the brothers, Meech and Terry. Their bond has always been the core of this series. But that bond is splintering. Out in California, they're trying to level up, trying to build something bigger, but expansion comes with risk. And from the second they land, it's clear they're walking into unfamiliar territory. The gang they run into, possibly the Bloods, isn't playing games. The way they roll up, the energy, the posture, it screams danger. Meech tries to de-escalate, saying they're there for business, not war, but even that feels like it's not going to be enough this time. And that's when the paranoia kicks in. Meech looks at Terry and asks, "Are you with me or against me?" That line hits hard. Because we know there's been tension between them for a while. Terry wants out. He wants peace, family, something real. But Meech is addicted to the grind, to the power, to the vision of becoming untouchable. That vision is blinding him. It's making him reckless. Calling himself the Black Pablo Escobar sounds flashy, but it also sounds delusional. Because the real Escobar? He ended up dead, and Meech isn't invincible. If anything, he's more exposed than ever. In Cali, he doesn't control the streets, he doesn't know the players, and someone clearly doesn't want him there. That car explosion we see in the trailer, it's no coincidence. Someone's sending a message. And if Meech doesn't figure out who fast, that explosion might be the least of his problems. Now here's the wild card. Terry. He's been quiet, but he's been watching everything. And if Meech is right, if someone close to them really is working against the crew, then Terry has a choice to make. Protect his brother or protect himself. That internal battle is what makes Episode 9 so powerful. Because this isn't just about bullets and deals anymore, it's about loyalty. About what happens when family becomes the threat. We've seen signs that Terry's patience is running thin. He's tired of Meech gambling with their lives, and if someone does betray Meech and Cali, it might not be a stranger. Meanwhile, back in Detroit, Nicole is about to have her baby. And the timing couldn't be more intense. Her water broke. She's headed to the hospital. But emotionally, she's not ready. And neither is Lucille. After stealing from Nicole, Lucille has been carrying that guilt. She lost her job. She lost her faith. She lost her standing in the community. And now, with her daughter about to give birth, she's facing the kind of emotional reckoning she can't avoid anymore. Will they heal? Will this moment bring them closer? Or will it drive them even further apart? One thing's for sure. Lucille's world has completely unraveled, and she's realizing that no matter how much she prays, the damage done by Meech and Terry's choices has reached every corner of their lives. Then there's Marisha, who might be the surprise casualty of this episode. We've seen her weaving in and out of dangerous circles, getting too close to Boom, trying to make big moves with the Texas plug. But now, the price of that ambition is coming due. The trailer shows her about to get hit by a car, something teased since the start of the season. And now, it's finally about to happen. Whether it's a hit, an accident, or a message, we don't know yet. But it's going to shake things up. She's not a major player, but she's tied to the main cast in multiple ways. And her fall could set off a domino effect that pushes the rest of the characters deeper into chaos. Let's not forget Trail either. This dude has been pushing buttons all season, and somehow he's still breathing. That's a problem. Meech has had plenty of chances to shut him down. After what happened to Patry, it should have been over. Trail should have been handled. But Meech hesitates, and that hesitation is going to cost him. Trail talks reckless. He moves reckless. And someone like that, he either ends you or gets ended. Episode 9 feels like the moment where that decision gets made. If Trail survives again, it might not be because he's smart. It might be because someone else takes the fall first. But either way, his time is running out. So what happens next? All signs point to Episode 10 being an all-out war. But Episode 9 is the spark, the point of no return. This is where lines get drawn, where betrayals surface, where the quiet characters finally snap, and where the empire Meech has been building starts to show serious cracks. He wants to be the Black Pablo Escobar, but the truth is, he's becoming the kind of kingpin who forgets how thin the ice really is. One wrong step in California, one wrong decision about BMickey, one moment of hesitation with Trail, and it could all collapse. And let's not forget, law enforcement is watching. Bryant is waking up again. He's angry. He's focused. And if he shifts his target from BMickey to the heart of BMF, then the whole crew better watch their backs. There are too many moving pieces, too many grudges, too many secrets, and now, too little time. So buckle up, because if Episode 9 lives up to its name, then there's no turning back. Not for Meech, not for Terry, not for anyone.